What's up, guys? Welcome back to our channel where I inspire your desire to be great. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching another video today, you guys. I'm excited to be back with this video. To my amazing supporters, thank you guys so much for your amazing support. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me, going hard with me on this relationship series. Obviously, you guys love it, so I'm gonna just keep bringing the heat for y'all. Okay, if you are new to my channel, welcome. If this is your first time watching my videos, welcome. I appreciate you. Don't forget to click that subscribe button down below. Don't forget to share my videos, share my YouTube channel. You never know who needs to hear the things that I am talking about. So I'm not going to keep on rambling, y'all. I'm gonna get into it for you guys. And I know y'all see the title of this video, and of course from the title of this video I'm speaking from experience, and I know this video is going to be crazy too, but as y'all saw in part 102 of the relationship series, I was the side chick for 2 years. Not something to be proud about, but I learned a lot from it, and I could teach people a lot from that experience. Okay, so that's why I decided I would drop a not really a part 2, but this video stemmed from that video. It's basically signs of you being a side chick or signs of a side chick, like in the relationship, because I've also been in a relationship where there were side chicks, and y'all will hear about that in my other videos. But anyways, so I'm gonna talk to y'all about how, like, to know, like, if you first of all yourself is a side chick, because sometimes girls don't know this, or they don't realize these things until they get older, or until they get to a certain age, of course, which was absolutely me. And side chick wasn't really a word anyway when I was a side chick, if that makes sense. Like, it wasn't a common term at the time. So signs of you being a side chick: the first sign, pay attention to communication. Like, that's the number one way, because in the relationships I can say that I was in, where I was pretty much the side chick, and it goes both ways. That's the crazy thing. Like, when you're the main chick and there's side chicks in the pictures, or when you're the side chick and there's a main chick in the picture, pay attention to communication. Guys are not good with multitasking. Like, this is a key thing for y'all to know. Guys are not good with multitasking. They can't communicate to two females at once, like, consistently, without you really catching on, if that makes sense. Because, for example, and I know a lot of y'all are going to be able to relate to this, y'all been in a relationship with someone, I'm telling y'all, based on a relationship I've been in, where they talk to you for like a month straight. Like, they hitting you up, y'all talking every single night, this and this and this, and all of a sudden communication just slowed down, or kind of almost stop, if that makes sense. And you trying to figure out why. Like, why did it stop? Like, y'all know y'all had like a little disagreement or whatever, but you, like, the disagreement wasn't that deep where it was like, okay, y'all should like stop talking all the way, you know what I mean? So pretty much what I'm saying, they talk to you for like a month straight, and then you wonder why they not talking to you as much. That's because they're giving their attention to somebody else. Don't get that confused. Like, guys do that when they're talking to multiple females at once, and like I said, they can't multitask. They don't know how to make time for more than one females at the same time. So they'll make time for you a month straight, and then they will make time for the other girl another month straight. They get bored with her, then they come back to you. And I want y'all to know, and I gotta make this straight before I even continue with this video, I'm not endorsing being a side chick. I will never tell a female to settle for being a side chick. Matter of fact, if you ever find out that you a side chick, leave. Do not settle for being a side chick. You're valuable as a female. You are worth being the one and only. I'm sure y'all seen people like say that a lot, the one and only. Yes, you are valuable and you deserve to be the one and only. Do not ever settle for the title of being a side chick. Don't let somebody only tolerate 10% of you, because that's technically what a side chick is. And that's why men have side chicks, because they feel like, okay, this woman, she only got 80%, I'm gonna look for the 10% in somewhere else. Or some guys, they're like, okay, she has 10%, because I remember I had a friend that was like that too. He had multiple side chicks, like, and it was the craziest thing. And I remember one day I told him, I'm like, yo, why do you keep settling for 10% and 10 different females to make the 100%, when you could just settle for one female and get your 80-85% and just call the 15% a day? It doesn't make sense, because you're going to set yourself up just for a bunch of drama, pretty much, because that's all being a side chick brings. Okay, don't settle for being a side chick. Do not. And if you're a guy, don't settle for having multiple side chicks. Like, it may seem fun or it may seem appealing at the time, but it's not. It's draining having to give your attention to 5-10 different people at the same time. It's completely draining. And I'm telling y'all this too because I've been in that situation where I was giving my attention to multiple guys at once. It's too much, and it's too much to keep up with. It does not make sense for you to be like, okay, I'm going to be with Alicia because Alicia got money. I'm going to be with Becky because she offers the goods. Okay, I'm going to be with this one because she hold good conversation. I'm going to be with this one because she treats me nicer. No, like, don't have 5 different females trying to make up for what's lacking in the other females. Don't do it. And don't settle as a female saying, you know what, it's okay for him to find the 20% somewhere else. No, work on yourself as a woman, build yourself, establish those skills, those qualities, those traits that he's looking for in a woman, so that you don't have to worry about side chicks. Okay, so I'm not endorsing side chicks at all. Do not think that because of what y'all saw in my last video and what y'all seen in this video, and I didn't get to clarify that in my last video, I'm not endorsing the idea of being a side chick. The purpose of this video is to help women that are in situations of being the side chick, or where they're the main chick and they have to tolerate side chick, or men that feel like they have to tolerate or have multiple side chicks in order to have satisfaction in women. You don't have to do that. I'm going to get that out there. So I'm going to continue. Signs of being a side chick. The number one way is communication. Guys, they can't give 3 women attention all at the same time consistently in a month because it becomes too much. There's no way you could chill with Jessica, Rebecca, and Nikki at the same time. You can't do it. No way. So that's why 1 month they're giving you all their attention. And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth, that's the biggest red flag, because in all the side chick situations I've been in, that was like the key thing, that somebody else was in the picture. And I'm just telling you, you don't have to tolerate that. The second way is how they act. Okay, sometimes they'll be all for you, this and this and this, they're hugging you, they're lovable, they're this and this and this, and the next minute they picking fights like every second about everything. And the reason why they're picking fights every second about everything is because somebody else is in the picture. They don't know how to tell you that, you know what, there's somebody else in the picture, and they don't know how to tell you, you know what, I'm not sure right now, I'm confused, I don't know if I want to be with you or I want to be with her. So they start nitpicking at everything. They make the relationship toxic instead of just leaving. Personally, I rather a guy leave me before he cheats on me. And women have the same standard, have the same value. You'll rather them just leave you and the relationship be over with before you get played, because to me, I think it'll hurt more personally if a guy stays with you and be unfaithful to you and, you know, tolerate all these other side chicks doing things, crossing lines, crossing boundaries with women they have no business crossing boundaries with. Then that hurts more, them staying with you, than them leaving and then doing that when y'all not together. I'm just telling y'all from experience. This video, all this relationship stuff that I'm telling y'all is all from experience. So that's the second way. Communication, of course. 2 is how they treat you. Third way is if they're constantly in situations where they're with females alone. Personally, I believe as a guy, if you're in a relationship, or as a girl, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you have no business being in a room by yourself or in a closed environment, private environment by yourself with other females. There are some guys, you'll find them like hanging out with other females constantly. And why I say that is because you end up crossing boundaries that you have no business crossing. Like, if you're in a room by yourself with somebody that's your boyfriend, that's not your boyfriend, that's of the opposite sex, 99% of the time, there's a very high chance that you can cross boundaries that you're going to have no business crossing. So if you hear them telling you, oh, I'm going to chill with so-and-so, or, oh, I'm picking up so-and-so, this and this and this, for this and this reason, like just strange stories and stuff like that, there is a chance that you're a side chick. Okay, so 4th way to know that there's a side chick or you're a side chick. If you find a guy like wanting to go through your phone and stuff like that, more than likely his conscience is bothering him, and he wants to see if you're doing exactly what he's doing to justify what he's doing without telling you. Okay, so that's the 4th way. If you find a guy like going through your phone, like looking for dirt, looking for stuff, looking at old stuff from the past, that's a sign that there's probably somebody else in the picture, or you're just a side chick. Okay, next way, if they're hiding their phone. Some guys, they should just be comfortable to leave their phone right there in front of you, leave their phone pretty much anywhere, without it being a problem. If you don't got nothing to hide, there's not really any reason to be hiding your phone. Also, if they get defensive about certain people, especially if it's a female, you're like, okay, why did she do this? Why did she do that? And they get defensive about it. Potentially, there's something going on between them. They probably still got some sort of feelings for that female, and they don't know how to say it. So that's another way to know that there's potentially a side chick, or there's actually a side chick, or you're actually the side chick, okay? Another way, y'all. This way is like so crucial. If a female is starting problems, from my observation, I could tell y'all stories on days about this. If a female is starting problems, most females don't just start problems out of nowhere. A dude is usually feeding them some sort of attention, feeding them some sort of lies, and somewhere in their mind they think it's hope for them and the guy, and they start having problems with you. Or there is something between them. They probably convinced the female not to say nothing, that there's something between them. They probably lied to the female, filled her with a lot of lies and stuff like that, and she's just starting problems, okay? So those are the pretty much 7 ways I gave y'all that you can tell that there's you're the side chick, or there's side chicks in the picture, all right? 1, I'm gonna do a little recap. 1, communication, of course. 2, how he treats you. 3, situations of being with women alone. 4, them going through your phone. 5, hiding their phone. 6, get defensive about certain people. And 7, females starting. Last 2 things that I remember. Another way to tell if somebody is if you're a side chick, or there's a side chick, and basically if there's a side chick in the picture. 1, if he keeps talking about a certain female that he shouldn't even be talking about, then that's a sign that that female herself is probably a side chick in the picture. And the second way, if a certain female is always like contacting him constantly or texting him constantly, that's a sign that she's probably a side chick in the picture as well. So just those are a few red flags for you guys, just to help you guys. Again, I'm not endorsing side chicks. As a guy, you don't have to settle for just side chicks. There's a woman out there that's willing to become the woman that you would like for her to be, as long as it's within her values, it's within her principles and stuff like that. And this ties into the first 2 videos that I've already done. Define your values, define your principles, because once you have your values, once you have your principles set in stone, and you know what you believe in, you know what your standards are, there's some things you will just never settle for, and being a side chick is one of them. So to my amazing supporters, thank you guys so much. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I can't wait to drop more videos for you guys. The next few videos, I'm telling y'all, they about to be crazy. Like, no kidding, this relationship series is going to be like a soap opera segment. Y'all going to be relate to it in so many different ways. Y'all going to be able to relate to me in so many different ways. I'm telling y'all, I'm excited to have this series out. Y'all watch my videos, like, comment, share. I know a lot of y'all can relate to my videos, and if you're not able to relate to them, at some point you probably will go through things where you're able to relate to them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much. To everybody that supports me, everybody that believes in me, everybody that watches, everybody that just help me when it comes to my YouTube channel, I appreciate every single one of you guys so much. So I will see you guys in the next video, relationship 104. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Thank you guys for tuning in. I will see you guys in the next video, where I inspire your desire to be great.